In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a second option for inserting mathematical notation into your Google Docs. There's an app available to you called Daum Equation Editor, and its icon looks like this. It looks like a little tiny f of x. If you click on that, it will open in a new window. And basically what it is it's very similar to the equation editor in Google Docs. However, it shows up much clearer and it makes it easier to edit. Although some of the things with the equation editor in Google Docs do carry over. You do have to be very careful about the order in which you do things. So let's say I wanted to use that quadratic formula again. You'll notice I've got this little square in the middle. So I can do x, if I click on it, x equals. And then I want a fraction, because the quadratic formula looks like a fraction, negative b, space, and then I need that plus minus symbol. And I've got a lot more options in terms of symbols that I can insert. So plus or minus, and then I need the square root. Inside the square root, before I type the b, I have to use an exponent template, which would be this one, although I only need one. So b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And if I go down here, I've got a few options. If you're going to insert this into a Google Doc, you're either going to have to save it as an image or save it to Google Drive. I don't think it's going to matter because if you're signed into Google, I think it saves to your Google Drive regardless. So I'm just going to click on Save as Image. And you'll notice it opens up in Google Drive. I suppose I could choose the Downloads folder to save that in, but I'm not going to. And I can give this a name, which will make it easier to find later when I actually want to insert it into the document. So quadratic formula, and I'm using Daum Equation Editor to do this, so I'll tag that on the end. Save that. And then when I go back to my Google Doc, I simply go to wherever I want to insert that notation. And because I saved it as an image, I now have to insert image, choose an image to upload. There's the one I want. Since I have it sorted by when it was most recently modified, it's going to show up on top. That's the one I want. Click on it, and it inserts it into my document. So as you can see, Daum Equation Editor does provide another option for inserting mathematical notation into Google Docs. It does have much more functionality, so many more options than the native equation editor in the Google Docs menu. It's the one I prefer, and it's fairly simple to use.